let's see Reliance, let's say around this level. This is Reliance here. Reliance is moving down, and here at this level, Reliance make a pattern called double bottom, also called a accumulation, right? So Reliance made a double bottom, also called an accumulation zone. And what are the two choices you have in the stock market? The only choice you have when you are in the stock market, especially stocks, is you can either choose to buy stock or you can choose not to buy stocks, right? Let's say you decide you have 1 lakh rupees and you want to buy Reliance for 1 lakh rupees. So in 1 lakh rupees, how many Reliance will you get? 1 lakh divided by, let's say at the end the price was 1193. You can buy about 83 stocks. You can buy. So you decide to buy 83 Reliance stocks. Now tell me, is it guaranteed that Reliance will go up after this? Yes or no? Is it guaranteed that the Reliance will go up after this? Yes or no? No, of course no. Now, let's see FD. Now, let's go to FD. FD invest rupees 1 lakh at the rate 7% per year. At the rate 7% per year. Is this 7% guaranteed? Yes or no? In FD, is this 7% guaranteed? Yes, it is guaranteed. Of course, it is guaranteed until unless you are so unlucky that the bank closes down. But even 1 lakh, the government will give you back from the protection money. So let's understand. When you buy FD, risk finishes. When you buy FD, risk finishes. When you buy a stock, risk starts. When you buy a stock, risk starts, right? And risk starts and finishes only when you exit. Finishes only when you exit, right? As long as you are in the stock, your risk remains. Now, there are two kinds of risk. If you look at risk, there are two kinds of risk. First is called negative risk. Negative risk, which is what is? This is loss. Loss is called a negative risk. Then you have a positive risk. And positive risk is called PRO, profit. Which profit? Unbooked profit. Unbooked. It is unbooked profit. Is this concept clear to everybody? There are two kinds of risk. One is negative risk, which is loss risk, and other is profit risk, which is unbooked profit risk. यहां से स्टॉक मार्केट शुरू होता है. यदि आपने ये स्किप कर दिया तो आपके स्टॉक मार्केट में आप जिंदगी में पैसा नहीं कमा पाओगे. सर पटक लोगे तो भी नहीं कमा पाओगे. Right? So this is, now let's understand this with an example. So we said we are going to buy Reliance here, 83. Now, what are the two possibilities? The two possibilities is Reliance can either go up or Reliance can go down. You have invested 1 lakh rupees in Reliance. What is the maximum amount of money you can lose? Yeah, write in the chat box. आपने 1 लाख रुपए रिलायंस में इन्वेस्ट किए हैं, आप मैक्सिमम कितना पैसा लॉस कर सकते हैं? 1 lakh, exactly. You can lose full 1 lakh rupees. 100% risk है. So that means you can have two kind of losses. What is a small loss? What is a small loss? Small loss is a loss that is maximum 5% of your capital. Maximum 5% of your capital. So now here, how many stocks have you bought? 83. So you can put a stop loss equivalent to 5,000 rupees, let's say a little below here. I have put a stop loss here in this one, somewhere around this level. Let's say I take about 10 rupees of this. Okay. And I buy 50 stocks. This is called position sizing. That I cannot do 83, I'll do 50 stocks. So I put a, so what I have did, I have planned my small loss. Planned my small loss. Planned my small loss. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Write yes in the chat box. If you're liking the session, write no if you're not liking. Right? Fantastic. Thank you. So I planned my small loss. So now tell me, can I lose 100% now? Can I lose 100% now? No, exactly. I cannot lose 100% now in this. And now, let's say I said I will get out whenever Reliance reaches this level here, right? Reliance reaches this level, which is a double top. What is this? What will this become? This will become a double top. This is a double top. So what have I done? I planned my entry, I planned my stop loss, and I planned my exit. So tell me, am I emotional or am I logical? Am I emotional or am I logical? I'm very logical. I'm logical. स्टॉक मार्केट में सिर्फ लॉजिक्स काम आता है. शादीशुदा जिंदगी में लॉजिक काम नहीं आता है, वहां इमोशन चलता है. बराबर है. तो आप अपनी शादीशुदा जिंदगी की हैबिट स्टॉक मार्केट में लेके मत आइएगा प्लीज, बिकॉज मोस्ट पीपल डू इमोशनल ट्रेडिंग and in the process they lose a lot of money, especially in options. How many of you have lost money either in stocks or in futures or in options? Write the word loss in the chat box if you have lost money. Right? So many of you, I'll not name you guys and it is personal, but I'm so sorry for your loss and I wish I can help you to recover it. Because it can be recovered provided you change from emotional to logical. From emotional to logical. Now, let's understand more of these concepts now. Now, if you see here on this, here the market took my stop loss. How will you feel now? Good or bad? How will you feel now? Good or bad? I'm purposely taking the loss first. You'll feel very bad, of course. So you lost 5,000 rupees here. Now, when it went down, it formed a very potential pattern called inverted hanging man. Inverted hanging man. And I said, okay, this looks like a oversold Reliance. And let me go and work again, take my trade because this looks like another opportunity to enter. And I plan my stop loss again here. Let's say I again plan my 5% loss in this. Remember, in first one, how much money have I lost? 5,000 rupees. Now, I move and I see Reliance has moved up. So now, has my risk increased or decreased? Chalo, tell me. Has my risk increased or decreased? इंक्रीज डिक्रीज वाला आंसर गलत है वसंत दलवी तुमने कैसे आंसर दिया ये वाला तुम मेरे स्टूडेंट हो फोन करना मुझे स्टूडेंट ऐसा आंसर नहीं दे सकते न्यू कमर दे सकते so because it has increased why has it increased earlier you had here what is the risk capital risk here you have a risk of capital you have a capital risk of 5% you have a capital risk of 5% here and now you are in profit. So tell me now what is your risk? Your risk is capital plus unbooked profit. क्योंकि ये प्रॉफिट अभी आपने बुक नहीं किया है ये वाला प्रॉफिट अभी आपने बुक नहीं किया है इसीलिए कभी भी लॉस में कन्वर्ट हो सकता है How many of you wished you had sold your portfolio 4 months back because now the value has gone down? Yes, how many of you said, well, I wish I had sold my portfolio? We sold 4 months ago in my investors club. I'll show you that after some time. Clear now? Abhi, the price, next day, what happened? My profit got booked. My profit got booked. And how much money did I make? I made 71. My profit was 71 rupees here. So my risk was how much? Just 5,000 rupees. But how much profit did I make? 35,000 rupees. 7 fives are 35. Now, trade one. Trade one. Result, loss, amount, 5,000. Now, trade two. TRA, trade two. And I say profit 35,000. So, result, net result is plus 30,000 profit. And what is my success rate? Success rate is 50% only. Success rate is 50% only. Success rate 50%. मेरी spelling थोड़ी कुछ गलत हो रही है. It's okay. So, it's 50% only.